Well, hello there, humans, and welcome back to our channel. This is Traveling with the Siskateers. I am Tony, and the other half of the Siskateers is Mary. She's not with me today because I am talking today about something that I did recently with my husband and my parents, and oh my goodness, it was amazing. So, if you like this traveling content, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoy it. And let's just jump right in. Okay, so as you can see from the title of the video, that this is about the Kentucky Derby, the 150th running of the Kentucky Derby. My husband and I and my parents were able to attend. Oh my goodness, this was a bucket list item and it did not disappoint. Like, it was incredible, and I thought it would be a better video if I sat down and kind of talked about it instead of just showing like the footage. I mean, I'm going to show you footage obviously, but it was really difficult to film. One, because it was really loud, and two, there was just a lot of music in the background and a lot of people talking, and the PA system was loud, and so I figured I would just kind of like walk you through and tell you our experience and what it was like to attend the Kentucky Derby. So first of all, like I said, this was a bucket list item that my husband and I have been talking about doing for years. My parents have also been talking about wanting to do it, so we just decided this is the year. It's the 150th running. It was a huge celebration and it just felt like the right time to go. So we ended up buying tickets. I'll just start with where our seats were. So we decided to get front side tickets. So at Churchill Downs, there's the front side, it's called the front side, and there's the infield. So those are two separate experiences, I guess you could say. You can buy an infield ticket where you only have access to the infield area. So if you're familiar with any type of track, there's always that infield in the middle of the track area. A lot of like race car tracks have this. So you can buy an infield ticket, but that only gets you access to the infield. That doesn't get you access to what they call the front side of Churchill Downs, which is like where everything is. So the front side is where we knew we wanted to sit, just because we wanted to really take advantage of the whole experience and really experience all that there was. So we decided to get tickets on the front side, and we found some. We actually ended up buying bleacher grandstand seats. They were not covered. They were like literal aluminum bleachers. They were right there right as you come out of the first turn in section 125. They were great seats. We did not have an issue with our seats at all. They tell you, so previous years we went and did the behind the scenes tour of Churchill Downs, and we were told then that really anywhere you sit, unless you have like, you're up on like, you know, box seats or something, or like right in the front, not a lot of people have actual view of the track once the horses are racing, because everybody's standing up and you can't see. But we were able to see a little bit. So as far as that goes, they were great seats. I mean, I would sit there again. It was not bad at all. So and I'm gonna put in some footage and some pictures of where we were actually sitting, so you can see how close we were to the actual track. So that was really cool. So I'm gonna go back a little bit now. So we decided that we were going to stay not in Louisville, Kentucky, but we would stay a little outside of Louisville. So we stayed about 40 miles south in a town called Elizabethtown. And the reason why we chose to do that was to save a lot of money. We were able to save a significant amount of money by staying a little further out. because the price gouging is out of control for this weekend, or for Derby week in general. And so we were able to find just I think we stayed at a Country Inn and Suites that was like in Elizabethtown, 40 miles away, and it wasn't bad. And if you're willing to make a little bit of a drive, like in the morning, and then when it's over in the evening, it's totally worth it. You're going to save a lot of money. So that's kind of a tip that I would say if you're wanting to go and you don't want to spend like thousands of dollars on a hotel in Louisville. You could save a whole lot of money by staying in one of the surrounding cities. I would do that again if and when, because we do want to go back. We go back, I would definitely not stay in Louisville. I would stay somewhere outside of Louisville again, just to save that money, because it's just a place where you're sleeping and showering. So, because you're at the track all day. So that was the first thing. So the second thing, the reason why I brought up that we got front side tickets is because I wanted to talk about parking. So traveling there and parking can be a huge issue. I mean, there's a lot of people coming to this event. So you want to make sure that like you kind of have a game plan for how you're going to get there, where you're going to park. So if you purchase a front side ticket, you automatically get free parking at the Kentucky Exposition Center, which is like 2 or 3 miles away from Churchill Downs. So that was a huge plus, because you can go park there. You show them your front side ticket when you go into the parking lot at the Exposition Center, and they just let you right in. It's included with your ticket. You don't have to pay anything. And then there's a shuttle that will pick you up from the Exposition Center and take you over to the Churchill Downs property. So that was very convenient. Now they do have on-site parking, so you can pay to get a parking pass on Churchill Downs property. I believe they're very limited. I don't know, because we didn't do this process. So like I was saying, the process of getting a parking pass on Churchill Downs property, I actually don't know that process because we didn't do it. However, it is an option that if you're wanting to do, I would just suggest going to the Churchill Downs website and searching out how to do that. But anyway, we didn't do that. We had free parking at the Exposition Center. We ended up getting there super early because we wanted to avoid the traffic. We were like the first ones there in the parking lot at the Exposition Center. We jumped on the shuttle. We came over. So once we got onto Churchill Downs property and they let you out, you have to wait until the gates open. The gates opened at 9 o'clock that morning. So we were standing there waiting. We rope dropped the Kentucky Derby, literally. And once the gates are open, they let everybody in. And as you walk in, the first thing, they have this whole parking lot area kind of blocked off, and they have all these different food vendors set up and like photo opportunities, and there's like live music or maybe not live music. I think it was a mix between like a DJ and live music throughout the day. I think they switched it up, but there's music, there's vendors, like you can buy merch and food and all kinds of stuff going on. Like before you even walk through like the Churchill Downs archway into the main area, there's all this stuff going on outside the main gate. So one thing to note, all of the food and drinks, and this even includes alcoholic beverages, are complimentary. So if you buy a front side ticket, you get complimentary parking at the Exposition Center and all the food and drink you can eat and drink that you want. Everything is free. It comes with the price of your ticket, so we'll say complimentary. everything is complimentary. You literally just walk up and get whatever you want. There's all these different types of foods they had out there. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff. There was like loaded macaroni and cheese. There was brisket. There was sliders. There was chicken and waffles. There was shrimp and grits. There were seafood kebabs. There was a sweet tent with like chocolate covered strawberries and cheesecake and I mean, just like all the things, bottles of water, bottles of Coke, bottles of Sprite, mint juleps, all the alcoholic drinks, the beer, the wine, the cocktails, everything was complimentary. Like, you just walked up and got it. So that right there, because I know the tickets to the Kentucky Derby can be pricey, but when you think about it, you think about what it is, you think about what you're getting with that front side ticket. I mean, that's huge. That's really huge. So we were able to just eat whatever we wanted, whenever we wanted, grab a drink, not have to worry about it. You don't have to carry around money. I mean, obviously the souvenirs and merchandise are not free, so you do need money for those if you're wanting to purchase some things, which we did, which I will have a haul coming, because this is one thing actually. Tim and I both got this shirt, just a classic Kentucky Derby 150, but I will have a haul coming with everything that we got, because we got some cool stuff. So yeah, so that's happening. So you walk in, you see all of that, and then you walk through the little arched area that says Churchill Downs. I don't know if it actually has an arch. I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Anyway, you walk through, and the first thing you come to is going to be the paddock, which is the brand new paddock that they just unveiled for the 150th running. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So this is where they bring all of the horses, and this is right before the race. They bring the horses in, and this is where the jockeys get on the horse and ride them onto the track. This was super cool. You can go stand out there. They've got like some tiered standing sections so that, you know, everybody can see, and then there's like an overlook so you can stand up high and look down. This was super cool, like really, really neat to just see the horses before they run, watch the jockeys get thrown up on. That was really fun. So you get to see that. And then there's two different sides of the area from the paddock. So you can go left or you can go right. Our seats for Derby Day were to the right. So once we walked in, we went to the right, and again, there's more food, more drinks, more photo opportunities all throughout. You just stop and get what you want when you want it. That's one of the coolest things. Like, it was a lot like the Norwegian Cruise Line. So I don't know if you're familiar with Norwegian Cruise Line or not. This is kind of a side note. We've gone on Norwegian Cruise a couple of times, and with Norwegian, everything is complimentary. All the food, all the drinks, which most food is complimentary on cruises, but all the drinks are complimentary on Norwegian. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. You just go get it, and you know. So it kind of reminded me of that. So you go to the left to get to the grandstand bleacher section. And in the area is just, like I said, it's just, there's wagering booths, there's people everywhere. And again, everybody's all dressed up, everybody's looking great. I'm also going to do another video about what we wore. I'm sure you've seen the pictures and videos I've put in here, but, the outfits were incredible, and I am going to do a video about what we wore, where we got it, all of those things. So look for that to come as well with in addition to the haul. But so anyway, the gates open at 9 a.m. okay, but the Kentucky Derby, the actual Derby race, wasn't until like, I don't know, 7 o'clock at night. But the cool thing is there's races going on all throughout the day. So I think there were like 13 or 14 races on Derby Day. I can't remember exactly, and they start at like 10:30 in the morning. So you're able to watch horse racing all day, and you can make bets on these horses. And we kind of did that. We would kind of like get our little guide, our little program with all the different races and all the horses that are in that race, and we would like read about them, and then we would make a bet on them if we wanted to. We didn't do a lot of betting, like high betting. I mean, like, I'm talking like $5, you know what I mean? But it was fun. It was so much fun. Like, just being there all day, watching the horses race, and just leading up to that big race, was really cool. There were so many celebrities there. We actually didn't see a whole lot of celebrities because we were just kind of like in our own little world, taking it all in. But it is a thing, it is an event that a lot of celebrities attend. They would show some up on the big screen. Let's see, Martha Stewart did the Riders Up. So before every race, they do what's called Riders Up, which is basically telling the jockeys, okay, time to get up on your horse. So Martha Stewart did the Riders Up, and then Wynonna Judd sang the national anthem, which was really good. She did a really, really good job. So that was cool. We got to see that. They had some military guys like parachute down from an airplane and land on the infield. It was a really, really cool experience. It's an all-day experience, and I could go on and on and on about this experience and everything that we did. But it's one of those things that like, you just have to like experience it to get the full like experience, obviously. But it was so much fun. And if you've ever thought, hey, the Kentucky Derby might be something I want to do it. And you can do it at an affordable way. You can do what we did. You can stay outside of Louisville. You can, sit in the grandstands where those tickets are not as expensive. But just keep in mind that if you choose the infield, you have to like bring your own chair. It's just a grass area. You can bring like a camping chair or whatever, but the food's not free, or food's not included, so you will have to factor in that, and you'll have to factor in parking, because parking is also not included with infield tickets. So my opinion of it all, you're going to get a much better experience if you go ahead and find some front side tickets that includes all of that. You're gonna have a much better experience. And then too, if it rains, there's somewhere to get out of the rain and you're not like getting drenched, because while it didn't rain on Derby Day, it did pour down rain all day long on the Oaks, which you've already seen that video and saw that it rained the entire time. But it didn't stop us. We had a great time. So anyway, I hope this was enjoyable. I hope that if you had any questions about what the Derby was like, maybe I answered them. I'm sure there's a million things I'm forgetting to talk about, but it was wonderful, and I can't wait to do it again, and hopefully take more of my family members, because it was just a cool experience. And I'm really thankful that we got to do that with my mom and dad. It was a really special time, and I don't know, we just really enjoyed it and are just so thankful that we had the opportunity to do that. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions maybe that I didn't address or answer here in this video, because like I said, my mind's going a million miles per hour and I probably forgot half of everything that I wanted to talk about. But look for the haul video to come, and look for our what we wore to the Kentucky Derby video to come, because those are going to be super cool too. So anyway, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.